What's going on, guys? My name is Noah, and just really quick before we get into this video retelling my entire experience with rhabdomyolysis from the moment I injured my muscle to the moment I was released from a 6-day hospitalization, I wanted to give a big shout out to my dad, Dr. Paul, and I wanted to let you guys know that I edited this video and we created it for his channel, which has a much bigger audience right now, because we thought it was such an opportunity, a good opportunity to educate and just inform other people and share this experience so that it wasn't in vain, so to speak. But it came out so good that I just decided to post it here as well. This video really ties it all together. Tons of footage you guys haven't seen yet, apart from the stuff I've already released, and hope you enjoy. Thank you, and shout out to my dad. You're the man.
Dr. Paul here. Today we're going to talk about rhabdomyolysis. This is a potentially fatal, it certainly can be very dangerous condition that in this situation my son was hospitalized for almost a week, and in his case it was triggered by very intense exercise. When my son called me the morning he was getting really nervous about what was going on, he shared with me how he had really done this new butterfly pull-up move, and he went at it with gusto, and you're going to see that here. And then he started realizing he couldn't even straighten his arms and was having intense pain. Started researching it and realizing he might have a fatal condition. So you're going to see here our little interaction prior to his awareness that he needed to be in the hospital. I like the shave, Nono. You look great. How come you seem bummed? You got this kind of attitude.
Well, I did a CrossFit move on Tuesday, known as a butterfly pull-up, and it's a skill in CrossFit that forces you to stay very much locked into your pull-up in fast repetitive motion, up and down. There's no release of tension. I did 60 reps. That was the first time I've ever done it.
First time, and you did 60?
And then I couldn't move my arms very well, but I warmed up and worked out again the next day. And now I can't really move my arms at all, and they're in extreme pain.
Here, grab that banana.
And Dad is making a joke of this.
Oh, you're not gonna. Oh my gosh, look how he tossed that banana. That was rough. Fairly tender, right? But you can see here it's soft, right? See how I'm pushing in? I mean, that hurts a little bit, right?
Both sides right there, and then right there is where it just starts to sting. Ooh, so I just been walking around just like a Neanderthal. I mean, it's funny as long as
you end up surviving.
As long as nothing hokey happens with my
you'll survive.
kidneys.
Immediately after that, he went to the outpatient lab to get some labs drawn. His CK, creatinine kinase, which is the measurement of the breakdown products from the muscle damage, was over 20,000. It was as high as that lab could measure. We would later find out, actually several days later, that the labs he had taken the night before, he had a CK level of just under 9,000. So it had risen in a day from less than 9,000 to over 20,000. His doctor immediately said, you have to be hospitalized, and he was admitted for massive IV fluids to do what you can to just keep the kidney going, flushing as much of these toxins as possible. Oftentimes people will have, in addition to the classic pain and swelling, they may have colored urine, darkly colored urine. This is usually from myoglobin, which is just another breakdown product. My son did not have any change to his urine at this point, which was giving us some sense of security. We're going to jump ahead now to Saturday morning at 10 a.m.
You just want me to do an update?
Update.
So what you're seeing right now is a sodium bicarbonate on your left that has some dextrose, and then you're seeing a plasma, I believe a plasma. It's just something that has electrolytes, but they've been pumping me with normal saline, and now it's got some electrolytes to balance that as well.
Peanut gallery.
They pushed 1,250 mLs of fluid for like the first 8 hours, 10 hours I was here. I was urinating at least 400 or 500 mLs per hour all night long. I've had 7 blood draws since I've been here. Vitals checked consistently the entire time. The thing's been beeping all night. It was a very long night, very long evening, loads of stress. And then they did a blood draw when I first arrived showing my kidney function was fantastic. That was my only solace going into the evening. Each time I found that out, it gave me great relief, because this morning at about 8, they did another blood draw revealing that my CK level is still above 20,000. They've lowered me from 1,250 mLs to 450 mLs per hour from these 2 bags. I will tell you one thing though, is collected as I seem right now. I was in tears all night last night. I was asking every single nurse if they thought I was going to be okay, every doctor. I kept asking my wife to tell me if I would be okay, because I reside to being like a scared child if I think I'm at risk, and it reminded me of when I was depressed and I was in the hospital, this very hospital. Reminded me of that helplessness, so it's humbling, and it's got me wanting to reassess some things. And my arms have been in extreme pain. They're doing a little bit better, but I can't extend them. There's some swelling going on right here, but what they were telling me is that since it's still relatively tender, there's nothing to be afraid of in terms of compartmental syndrome. So that's the update right now. Yes.
Fast forward Saturday and Sunday, another 48 hours in the hospital. He's on massive IV fluids. His CK level remained above 20,000. His doctors are saying, well, when we get it below 8 or 10 or 12,000, we might let you go home. And we're still in this unknown zone of greater than 20,000. Fortunately, in his case, his renal function, so kidney function, which is they check a BUN and a creatinine, remained perfect all along. His first day, they had his IV running at over 1 liter an hour. An insane amount of fluids. So that was the work involved, along with just trying to keep his mental state stable, because although he had lots of visitors, I was there, a lot of other family and friends were visiting, in his own head, he was in this unknown zone of, am I going to be okay? Let's fast forward to Monday. He got his first little bit of encouraging news.
Monday morning, this morning, the update being that my CK level finally dropped to 19,600. So we are officially on the bubble of what they can actually quantify, which brought me so much relief and so much hope. They dropped me down to a single IV now. The point is, it seems like I'm going to be okay. I'm getting mobility back in my arms. Showering has been difficult. Using the bathroom has been difficult. The whole thing has been really difficult and humbling. And I just wanted to update you guys and let you know what's been going on with me.
So upon knowing that the level of his CK had finally gotten below 20,000, I can really say that Noah's mood improved greatly. At least he had a sense of possibility that he was going to be okay. Now let's fast forward to a very exciting Wednesday morning.
Morning, guys. It is day 6 here at Providence St. Vincent Hospital being treated for rhabdomyolysis. I've got my my best friend. This is Leidy. Leidy, we're gonna call it. Leidy's been my best friend for these past 6 days. I have let Leidy deep inside me 24/7. That's how committed I am to our new relationship of hydration and purging bad stuff. This is what Leidy gives me. Just copious amounts of Leidy juice. Oh, I'm delirious, if you can't tell. We're gonna find out from the doctor if my CK level is at least close enough to 5,000 to let me off IV fluids, let me go home. I'm so tired, which is okay. I just haven't slept much in the last week or so. So for good news, say bye, Leidy.
Bye, everybody. Thank you for letting me enter Nana. Thank you for letting me fill him up with the juices that will save his life.
So sweet. You guys, it hasn't been but 10 minutes since I woke up and made that recording. I went to get a coffee. We did it. 5,000 CK as of 5:30 a.m. blood draw. Discharge process has started. Me and Leidy are gonna have to have a really intense breakup. Nice. Look at that thing. Can we get a close-up of it? That's been inside me for 6 days. I was wondering how long that was.
I'm cold this morning.
Sounds good to me. Smells like freedom, derail. All right, guys, I'm home. This is home. Oh, that was scary. I wasn't too scared last couple nights, but that was scary. Hi, girls.
So in summary, rhabdomyolysis is a real thing. So if you're experiencing that extreme pain and that limitation in movement, or you're seeing swelling, don't keep exercising. It's time to really rest and really aggressively hydrate. And then if you're still unsure, get checked, right? This is important. This can be a very serious condition. One of the things in researching all of this is I found that the death rate that's published in the literature, it's seems to be less the elite athletes and more folks who are having rhabdo for other reasons. It's medication induced. Perhaps they were IV drug use and had severe infection from abscesses. So there are a lot of different causes of rhabdo. And I don't want everybody to think that, oh, if I push my exercise too hard, I'm going to die. That would be an extremely, extremely rare event. And there are these things you can do. Pay attention to your body. If you're new to an activity, you're using new muscle groups and really pushing them, be extra cautious. And of course, hydrate, hydrate, hydrate with electrolytes. And yeah, when in doubt, get checked. Hey, there he is. That's my boy. Kids never stop teaching you new things.
Exactly. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
I think I did the right thing. I think Leidy's going to be fine. I think he's going to find it, or whatever, she, doesn't have to be labeled, is going to find another partner who's going to receive Leidy just like I did in a time of need. It was just one of those things, just, universes collided, stars aligned, and